final take. Last one, best one.
Finger crossed. Oh no!
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I got you. My dear Alma, you are now 4 months old. And so much has happened in this last month, right, darling?
Yes, you're starting to hold her head up. Her personality's starting to come out. She's very funny.
She's got a great sense of humor.
And got a short temper. And, you know, she's starting to sit up.
Look at you. You're sitting up. Yes. Oh my God, you're growing so fast.
A full year has gone by since I got pregnant, and the deadly virus known as COVID-19 appeared in China for the first time. Unfortunately, the virus quickly became a world pandemic, affecting every single human on Earth, some more than others. In my case, it forced me to have a completely isolated pregnancy. No one besides my husband ever touched my belly or gave me a hug. I felt the lack of physical contact and human interaction a lot. I constantly missed my friends and family. But I never felt lonely because of Jamie and you, my dear Alma.
So, my mother and my stepfather were supposed to be here now, and unfortunately, because of coronavirus, they have banned the entry from Europe from anyone who's not a US citizen. So they're gonna have to fly back to Colombia, quarantine for 2 weeks before they're allowed to get back on a plane, and finally arrive to LA for Christmas.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks because it's 2 weeks that we're not going to get back. They were supposed to come for a month, so it's been half the time. We're going to get half the time with them. But you know what? Half the time is better than no time. So we're just hoping and grateful that they will be able to get here.
And to meet you,
To
beautiful
meet
Alma.
Yeah.
Christmas was wonderful. It was amazing to get to see all the family after 12 months of not seeing anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It was stressful though, having people come from international, from inside America, having to test, having to quarantine people.
Oh my God.
Got my eyes watering.
So it was a lot of work, but well worth
Yeah.
the whole experience of getting us all together.
I agree. I think it was stressful to open up our bubble after a year of not being in contact with any other human. But I think in the end it was very well worth it. My mother met her grandchild for the first time. We got to see my stepfather, my stepsister, my stepdaughter. So we got to have a beautiful family together and just spend that quality time that they had been really missed. And one beautiful thing that you, Alma, brought to us was the fact that I got closer to my mom. Because for the past years, because of the long distance that there is between Colombia and the United States, because sometimes of personal miscommunications, we haven't been the closest. And you, Alma, brought us really close. I think my mother was really proud to see me as a mom. And I got to appreciate the effort that my mom did when she raised me. Because I don't think you really get to understand the effort and sacrifice and work that goes into raising a child until you have your own child. First time holding her grandchild.
Such a little baby. But you can feel it like, wow, my goodness. You are a baby, baby. Oh, that's
She keeps us
baby.
strong.
That's because she's a well-fed baby.
She is well fed.
I give it to you. I don't have that heavy. That strength. You're heavy. Oh my goodness. Heavy. So heavy, baby.
We appreciate digital, that we had connections and there was Zooms and there was all these things, but digital doesn't cut it in the greater picture. You know, humans clearly need touch and a hug and more than just computers.
Yeah, and I think that was one of the realization. It's like, you know, there is always this American thing of me first and me second, and I think that we realize that humans, we need each other, not only for survival, as we could see through the pandemic, but we need each other, you know, to love, for happiness. We are pack animals.
Yeah. I think Santa Claus came, guys. Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
So today's Christmas Day. We had a beautiful Christmas morning. We had breakfast together, we opened gifts, and right now we are hanging out with Alma, Paloma, Alma's big sister, and my mom.
¿Dónde está Alma? ¿Dónde está Alma?
New York, once the epicenter of this pandemic, saw one of the first rays of hope for its end.
Working on the front lines alongside my team, I saw a lot of pain, hurt, suffering, death, and so I felt a huge sense of relief after I got the vaccine.
As bad as 2020 was for most of us, I think 2021 is going to be a fantastic year. And so I think you can start looking springtime, summertime, people being able to get together with those, expand their bubble to a certain extent, and more things opening up, more sporting events, more concerts, more of those types of things. By the end of the year, I think you're going to see us back to fairly normal, maybe not completely, but fairly close to normal.
So officially it's 2021.
And we're out at the botanical gardens with the family, enjoying a beautiful day. Here's Alma, Grandma and Grandpa right behind us. Hola, abuelitos. Say hi. Not too bad of a good start for 2021. We just came back from our walk at the botanical gardens to find out that Trump supporters have taken over the Capitol. Isn't that right, honey?
Crazy days.
Breaking news tonight. Chaos on Capitol Hill. Pro-Trump protesters invade America's corridors of power.
Our country's worth fighting for until this election is over and Donald J. Trump is put back in that White House 100% indefinitely.
We will never give up. We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved.
President Trump now claims there was nothing wrong with what he said last week that incited the assault on the Capitol.
He must go. He is a clear and present danger to the nation that we all love.
This morning, with just 6 days left in the White House, President Trump is waking up as the only president in U.S. history to ever be impeached twice.
We try not to talk too much about Trump, but he has been a daily presence in our life, especially through the quarantine. There was riots in the Capitol on the 6th. It is a very important time in American history. It's the first time the Capitol had been overrun for 200 years. So, you know, it's a very telling time. It's dark clouds over America right now. There's an impeachment trial coming up, and we'll see what happens. You know, Paola and I are very positive people, and we hope for the best. But it did highlight that there is issues in America that are bigger than just the pandemic.
What? What are you talking about? What? I told you we don't talk politics in bed.
Do you have ID?
What are you saying? I'm drunk? I want tequila! Tequila!
I don't know if you are of the age.
Tequila! Tequila! Tequila!
No, I think you have to leave the bar.
Are you guys looking after Alma? Good boys. Look at them protecting the little baby. Another thing that I think quarantine pushed us is it changed our lifestyle. I think we became more aware of recycling. We became aware that we need to be more sustainable. That's why Jamie grew a garden, because we were afraid we wouldn't be able to go out and grocery shopping. And by changing your daily life, you change your lifestyle. And I think this is something that we want to continue doing. Jamie and I always thought that we wanted to move to the country when we were older, but I think this is something we want to do very soon, maybe in the next year or so. I think this is the lifestyle we need. And I also thought, you know, in case there is another pandemic, we
don't want another pandemic, do we? In case there is ever another pandemic or something else, I don't want you, Alma, to be growing inside a house. You know, I want you at least to be able to run wild and free in nature. So I think this move to the country is going to be great for us.
Mira la flor. Wow. Mira, huélela. ¿Ah?
Eat your hand, not the flowers.
Mira el árbol. Mira qué lindo el árbol.
So today is January 21st, 2021.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, honey. We're celebrating my birthday after Biden's inauguration. Everything went well. Whoop, whoop. We have a new president. And we're just in our backyard having a little picnic because coronavirus, we can't do nothing else. And there's you, my lovely Alma. You are my birthday gift. If I had to do it all over again, that means having a baby in quarantine, would I do it? And the answer is yes. As hard as it was, it brought us closer, Jamie and I, as a couple. We realized that, you know, if we can go through a pandemic together, we would probably go through life pretty well. And also just the fact that I was able to give all my energy and all my love to this being that was growing inside of me. And I don't think that many people get that chance of not to being able to work and just like dedicate all the time to you, my dear Alma. So yes, if I have to do it again, I will do it again.
Yeah, me too. I see it as a great opportunity to be involved in Alma's life 100%, you know, and these moments don't sometimes get forced upon you, but you make the best of them, and
you always say you never get them back. Like, kids do grow so fast. Like in a month we see her personality shine, so I don't want to miss any of this.
She yet to crawl, but very soon.
I don't want to miss any of this.
So we're staying positive.
Maybe in 10, in 20 years, your father, you and I will be sitting together watching this time capsule, and hopefully we will be able to laugh about it.
Hopefully.
Yeah? Is there anything else you would like to say?
Anything you got to say?
Anything you would like to say for yourself in the future? Then that's a wrap. That's his final wrap. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Alma de mi alma, you came in the darkest of times to lighten up our days. During this challenging period, I've had a lot of time to reflect. And I truly understand now how important humans are for each other. We're not meant to be isolated or divided. We need one another. I will never take for granted a handshake, a stranger's smile, or a hug from a loved one. This year made me appreciate all the people I've ever known. And you, my sweet Alma, made me realize how important it is to live in the present and appreciate every second of it, as the future is so uncertain. You have given us purpose. You have given us hope. As we close this dark chapter in history, we look to the beginning of a brand new world. I look forward to opening this time capsule with you one day when you're old enough. Hopefully, we'll be in a more harmonious place, where we humans have learned from our mistakes and are mending in our relationship with each other and with nature.